So here's the second part to a video on how to make your first powerlifting meet successful. So we talked about not cutting weight before, as well as listening to the cues by the meet directors and going over the rules so that you know the cues so you don't fuck them up whenever you actually have to perform on game day. So, having said all that, today we're going to talk about a few more rules regarding the specific lifts. So in addition to having the cues that tell you when to lift, there are a few other techniques that you have to know so you can perform the lift successfully. So one of the things is, for instance, during your bench press, this is probably the most technical one as far as a powerlifting meet goes. You have to have certain points of contact with your body and the bench. And this is also going to be different from federation to federation. But there are a few constants. In all federations, your feet have to touch the floor. Now, some federations differentiate between your feet being flat on the floor or your feet being, you could be on your toes in some federations, but some federations make it to where you have to be flat on your feet. So figure out the rules for your federation and practice accordingly. If you happen to be a lifter who likes having the back of your feet elevated on your toes, as it were, an easy way to get around that is to bench press in a pair of squat shoes to kind of overcome that. But either way, make sure you read the rules and figure that out. Also with the bench press, your butt has to touch the bench, your shoulders have to touch the bench. That is always going to be the case. This is also why you see people arch their back during a bench press. It's not cheating, it's just part of the game, how it goes. And in addition to that, some federations have a distinction as far as your head. Some federations you can have your head up like that on the bench, or it has to be flat. Again, read the rules, practice accordingly. Now we're going to talk about the equipment that you need. Almost all federations will work this way. So keep that in mind, read the rules if you have any doubts. You notice I keep saying that, read the rules. A lot of people don't. You want to do that. It'll help you out. You're gonna have to wear a singlet. That's just a given. Some federations have rules on whether you can have logos on them or not. I know the USAPL is very strict on that. So make sure it's cleared with your federation if you can wear it. This will also be in the rules. However, the easy way to get around this is to go to inzer.com, INZER.com, buy a singlet that doesn't have a logo on it. Bam, easy, you're done. It might not look the best. It might not have kittens on it or whatever you're into, or donuts or whatever, but hey, at least it'll be legal for the competition, and it's one less thing you have to worry about. In addition to that, bring your own chalk. Now, they will have their own chalk at the meet, but some people get greedy, some people use it all. There might not be enough for you whenever it's time for you to do your lifts. So just bring your own chalk. It's that much easier. In addition to that, I would get a good belt. It's not required, but it is definitely recommended. It helps you brace your abs against the belt, giving you the propensity for a better lift, since you have something to brace your abs against. So definitely get a belt. It's also very reassuring to have one on whenever you're lifting heavy, so I would definitely get a belt. If you don't have one, go get one. Inzer makes belts, Elite FTS makes belts, a lot of people make belts, you can pretty much find them anywhere. Do not go to Walmart or Sports Authority. Wait, does Sports Authority exist anymore? I think they all closed. Or some other shitty sporting store and get that dopey belt that you see the old guys wearing at the gym for their bicep curls. Do not get that. You want one of those real thick leather straps that if you were to beat somebody with it, it would hurt very bad. So get one of those. They're usually, I think, 13 millimeters thick, but you can also get 10 millimeter thickness. Now, if you get them from a place like Inzer, they're going to be legal for every federation for the most part, as far as I know. Again, check the rules on that. And yeah, so keep all that in mind and have a good first meet. If you like this, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, sign up for my email list, all that good stuff.